He struck out 6. Carter greets Gray with a long drive to left. Greenwell on the run. It is gone.
He will belt a solo home run to left center field. This is his second home run of the year, and this made the score 4-3 Toronto. The Blue Jays would increase their lead to 8-3, but in the bottom of the 8th inning,
piece when Joe Carter will crush a 2-run homer over the screen in left field off of Danny Darwin. His 14th career home run at Fenway Park. He picks up Kelly Gruber, and it's 3-1 Toronto. We'll take another look at the Joe Carter home run that goes over the screen and into the parked cars across the street from the Green Monster.
He belts out a solo home run to center field, number 5 for Carter. As the Jays take a 4-1 lead, they go on to win this one by a score of 4-2. Todd Stottlemyre gets the win. His record now 5-1. Storm Davis with the loss. Toronto comes back in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Joe Carter comes up and belts a 3-run home run. This one going out to left center field. Home run number 12 for Carter, as Roberto Alomar and Kelly Gruber both score, and the Orioles' lead is cut to 7-6.
In the bottom of the 4th inning, Joe Carter here on the first pitch from Tim Leary hits this upper deck job to left field for his 13th home run of the season. And then in the bottom of the 5th inning, it's Joe Carter once again, his second home run of the night, 14th on the season, and the Blue Jays took a 5-1 lead. They later added another run in the inning.
Bottom of the 1st inning, Joe Carter continues his hot month of June as he hits a solo homer to left field off of Tom Candiotti, his 17th homer of the year, RBI number 50 for Carter. That gave Toronto a 1-0 lead. In the month of June, Carter has already hit 11 home runs, and that ties a Toronto Blue Jays club record.
And a couple more after that.
You get that one. The deep left field, and there's number 11 in the month of June.
Well, when you're hot, and Joe Carter is scalding right now.
In the 1st inning, Joe Carter belts a 2-run home run to left field. Home run number 18, RBIs number 56 and 57 for Carter, and the Blue Jays led 2-0. Then in the bottom of the 3rd inning, it was Carter once again. Here he belts a solo home run to left field, his 19th of the year, RBI number 58 for Carter, and this gave the Blue Jays a 3-0 lead. Moving now to the top of the 4th inning, the starting and winning pitcher in this game was Tom Candiotti, who pitched
for a while in Cleveland. There's a drive deep into left center field. Gonzalez back, and this one is gone. A home run. Number 20 for Joe Carter. The Blue Jays are right back in it. 3-2 Texas.
And that is it.
There's a long drive. Forget about it. Second home run of the game for Carter, number 21 for the year. 8-4 Texas.
And this is a hanger. That's a mistake. A 3-1 curveball to Carter. But he leaves it on the inside part of the plate. There's no doubt about that one.
Here's Joe Carter. Carter is 0 for 2 and hits a foul high long. He takes the grand tour.
Goodbye. Kiss it goodbye.
He is really on a tear. A single, double, and home run last night and 2 at-bats today. A double and a 3-run homer. And he's just tearing the cover off the ball right now.
3-2 pitch hit in the air, deep to center field. Kirby Puckett back jumps, it's gone off the wall, and it is a home run. It is off the back wall, and Carter has homered.
Twins up 3-1, not for long. Joe Carter deep to left center. A 2-run blast off John Smiley. It's tied at 3. We go to extra innings, top of the 10th.
Once Joe Carter dropped this bomb on Clemens in the 3rd inning, Boston would be reeling even more.
3-1 pitch and high in the air. This one's way back and gone. Home run, Joe Carter.
Carter's blast put Toronto up 2-0.
Field. Joe Carter ruminates at the plate. It is long gone. Fabian out of the ballpark on Joe Carter's ride. Jays lead 7-5. They would hang on for the 7-6 victory.
But if anyone thought having fun and playing hard don't mix, consider Carter's 30 home runs and 100 RBIs, year in and year out.
You want steady? You talk about Joe Carter. Whether someone's hitting behind him or in front of him or not, he'll get it done.
As the big 3 and 4 hitters in the lineup, Carter and Winfield see a little bit of one in the other. Joe Carter cut loose for the third time in 4 days. His 26th homer put the Orioles behind early. In the first game, he became a 4-time 30-home run man.
Who didn't have his best stuff. Jays come back, down 4-3, not for long. Joe Carter says, see ya, Jack Armstrong. Number 33, Joe has not faltered the second half of this season.
White still not running. Carter drills one to deep center. Phillips on the run to the warning track. What is it? Still no call. Now the home run call is made. Second base umpire Jim McKean. Fly ball hit deep to center field. Willie Wilson going way back. Willie Wilson leaps, and it's gone. It's a home run for Joe Carter. And that's a deep drive to left field. Gant watching that one go. The first run of the World Series comes on a home run off the bat of Joe Carter. Well hit to left, way back. That's the first ever World Series run in Canada.
Hammered by Joe Carter. It's way back and gone. 3-run home run, Joe Carter.
Joe Carter hammers this one out, a 2-run shot. The Blue Jays win it 8-6. Roberto Alomar had 4 hits.
In a jam, a man on, Joe Carter goes deep for the 250th time in his career. As for McDonald, he would go on to give up 4 home runs in 4 innings.
In the bottom of the third, facing Mike Moore, golf shot. 4, well, 3-run homer in any event, 7-5 Toronto.
Molitor with a homer, and then next batter up, Joe Carter. Back. Gone. His 12th, 2-0 Toronto. For Mike.
Carter smoking. He's hit it a long ways, and he's hit a grand slam home run.
That's my job.
Bottom of the 6th. It is 2-0 Boston. It was 2-0 Boston. Joe Carter connects to left. Homer number 15, first since June 8th, and Frank Viola starts to say his first.
Oldroyd was 0 for 3 against him. Joe Carter picks up the slack, puts the Blue Jays up front 3-2 with his 16th home run of the year. But the Yanks would score 2 to take.
Hey, Joe Carter, a little revenge? Indeed. That's a solo shot, and you know how Cal Edler feels. Maybe you shouldn't have got him into that double play. 3-2 the final.
Against Toronto, top of the first, Ryan and Joe Carter meet up. Joe Carter wins. His 19th 3-run job, 3-0 Jays. Nolan did not have it.
Third, Joe Carter. Gone. 2-run homer, 22nd on the year. The belt-high fastball, and he did exactly that, belted it. Roger looking at
Joe Carter, a man on a mission, rocks Albie Lopez in the very first inning for a home run. That's number 25 of the year for Joe. 2-2 after 1, and there would be more. Carter carried the Jays on his back, puts Toronto up 6 runs. Bottom of the 8th. It's Carter time again. He delivers. This is home run number 3 in the game with the bases empty. Jays down 9-8. Carter's.
Carter hits the ball way back in left, and it's gone. Home run, Joe Carter. Again. Is he zoned in or what?
Left field. It's deep. Joe Carter with his 30th home run of the year.
American League steps in and drills one deep to left. James all the way back, and that ball's gone. Carter's 31st home run of the year on the first pitch.
Carter taking a little BP. Second inning, Ben McDonald. Gone. Solo shot, 32nd on the year for Joe C. Carter's not done. We're still in the second inning. McDonald again. Carter again. 33rd on the year. Voigt can't come up with it. Trickles in. Roberto Alomar looking.
With a runner on, that's Molitor at first. Joe Carter, a towering drive to left. Pete Incaviglia measuring it, but there's not enough room. Just does clear the wall. The lead cut to 5-2.
Bottom of the 9th. Tension rising with Mitch Williams facing Joe Carter. Runners on first and second, and Mr. Carter goes deep to left for only the second time in World Series history. The home team wins it with a home run And the last at bat.
As if to say, wind me up and let me go. Carter was off and swinging right from the start.
Sox. Toronto takes the lead, bottom of the 6th in the 8th. Joe Carter, sure, my thumb is fractured, doesn't bother me. Dead center for insurance in the final in this one, 5-3. Joe Carter up again against Fleming. Bon voyage. Number 2 for Joe. And the Jays win it. Seattle now 0-3. Al Leiter struck out 6.
Coming into this game. Carter slams it. Oh, he's hit it a long ways. It's gone. Home run, Joe Carter. The Blue Jays win the game. And Carter has 1,001 RBIs.
Jays, Randy Johnson bad, Joe Carter good. You know, Dan, he's going to have a great season when he comes back from this thumb injury, don't you think?
I think he's good.
He'll be tough when he gets back in the lineup. That's 4 home runs. He wasn't supposed to be.
Bottom of the 3rd, 2 men on. Carter again, and get out of here. 3-run homer, his 6th of the year. If they had a nice guy Olympics, he'd win a gold medal every time. Kevin Brown.
3-2 Twins. Joe Carter red hot. Up, up, and away. A 2-run homer, his 8th of the year. 4-3 Jays. Top of 8. Rough start for Flash. Joe Carter deep and gone. League leading 10th homer of the year. Jays built a 5-0 first inning lead. But Juan Guzman couldn't get out of the... What a view. A room with a view, Carl. Joe Carter spanks to left. 2-run shot. 3 ribbies for Carter. 49 on the season. 5-0 Toronto. In there, and it's Clark facing Carter, and he loses the battle. His 14th and 15th.
And a man on first for Joe Carter. And what would some Blue Jay highlights be without Joe Carter RBIs? Here's tonight's fix. A 2-run blast. They would later hold off a late
double. 5-0 Tribe. Top of 8. Joe Carter has 62 RBI. Now he's got 64. Ties Kirby for the league lead.
Plays at 3-2 Jays. Bottom 7, Blue Jays up 5-2, looking to break it open. A man on, Joe Carter, the Kansas City native, goes yard, and the Jays broke the slump, at least for one night, off Stan Boone.
8th inning, 5-3 Jays, Joe Carter.
Turns around on
19th on the year, 2-run homer. Got the same spot as the Mitch Williams home run.
Hector Fajardo, you are a victim, and Joe Carter is the perpetrator. That's a solo shot, and Joe knows it. And
1-0 for the Blue Jays. Top of the 3rd, Jamie Moyer hangs the breaking ball. Joe Carter jumps all over it. A 2-run homer, his 23rd of the year, and 94th RBI makes it 4-0.
From the left side, and then Joe Carter. 300 home runs, all of them from that side. Off Steve Farr, who coincidentally has been pitching for 300 years. Joe.
The pattern went away. They're going to stay away.
Carter hits this one a long way, but it's going to be foul. Oh, it's fair. He hit the foul pole. I thought that ball was going to hook foul, and it stayed fair and hits the foul pole. So Joe Carter.
5. Toronto comes back in the bottom of the inning. Joe Carter spanked, 3rd of the year. Lead cut to 1. Next batter, Kenny Maldonado.
This top of the 1st for Joe Carter, who homered on Saturday and homered on Sunday off Sterling Hitchcock. It's a nightmare. Carter's 8th of the year, and the Jays are up 2-0. Can they break the losing streak? One problem.
Shoulders smoked for Alex Gonzalez. Then Joe Carter. Yes, bam indeed. A homer to left is 9th. 1-0 Jays. Carter again sends it high and deep, and Sid, who's from Hawaii, knows aloha means goodbye. 3-0.
Although Joe Carter is a hero of more recent times for Toronto. Off Jason, how can we be lovers if we can't be friends?
City. Top 9, Jays down 7-5. Joe Carter against Montgomery. Way back. 3-run home run, his 21st on the year. 8-7 Toronto at this point. Bottom 9. Bottom 3, 2-1 Jays. 1 on for Joe Carter. Out of here. His 22nd home run on the year. And Toronto wins by the score of 9-5. Rookie Jeff Ware gets his first Major League win. He's 1-1.
Joe Carter, one of the few holdovers from the championship teams, jacks the fastball to left center for the homer. Carter's first of 2.
Are loaded once again for Joe Carter, and Joe unloads them thusly.
Make it 3 years later.
Gone. Carter's 3 for 6, 5 ribbies. Toronto wins in a cakewalk.
Been out of the inning, but as a result, the Jays stay up. The 10th batter of the inning is Joe Carter, and he hits the nutsy over the wall. 8. Bottom of 10, 3-all Joe Carter, and that is the man you want up in extra innings. Game over. Takes Montgomery deep into left.
to Rob Cedeno. Blue Jays jump out to an early lead, and Joe Carter, 3-run job. His 14th of the year. Toronto has a 4-0.
Third, score tied. 2 men on. Joe Carter way back. Second, 3-run homer in 2 nights. 15th on the year, 5-2 Toronto. Bottom 8, we're tied at 5.
Joke about it, but guess who wasn't laughing after this? Joe Carter. Jim Abbott over the wall. Carter's 16th, 3rd straight game with a homer, and the Jays are up 2. Toronto up 4-3. Bottom 7, Jays up 6-3. Man on first, Joe Carter. His 11th and 4th straight game with a job. 8-3 Blue Jays. And Juan Guzman had it going.
Then Joe Carter. Joe Morgan taught him how to do this. Did you read that in the papers? Joe Morgan taught him how to do this. 3-run ding-dong. His 19th, 10-2 Jays. 4 runs.
For Jays offense, Joe Carter. 20th on the year. 11 straight years Joe has hit at least 20 home runs. 5-0 Jays. Carlos Delgado comes up again. And
facing Joe Carter in the bottom of the second, and Carter responds with history. His 23rd homer of the year and .350 for his career. Congrats to Joe, and Blue Jays go up 1-0. McGuire, bottom of the 9th, Art Howe signaling for help for good reason. Joe Carter with a man on, down 1 run, hits a game-winning 2-run homer off of Jay Wittesick, not Mitch Williams, to win the game. Your final is 4-3.
High in the air and way back in left field. 5th deck home run for Joe Carter. Take that, Mark McGuire.
On the Jays, bottom 1 scoreless, Brad Radke. Uh-oh, Joe Carter takes him right out of the yard. Number 26, a 2-run shot. Jays up 2-0.
Joe Carter, booyah! Home run to left, 28th homer of the year. Green scores 3-0 Jays.
And on the 1 and 2, there's your mistake. Easy to see. Fastball right down the middle, a 3-run home run for Joe Carter. He passes Joe DiMaggio on the all-time list with number 362.
And they despise in Philadelphia, facing Ryan Nye. Got a pitch up on Mitch Williams, and Carter connects. A 2-run jack makes it 3-1 Jays, and they're
hitting .318, 4-2 Montreal. Joe Carter, 114 career home runs at the Sky Dome, none of them opposite field until that one. He also broke an 0 for 6.
Clemens, who will pitch Saturday afternoon's game against his old team. But Joe Carter continues to love to hit in Fenway. This goes the other way for a grand slam off
from his knees. Double play. Bottom of the 5th, tied at 2. Joe Carter off right. 16th of the year. Toronto had a 3-2 lead. Here we go. Bottom of the 7th.
Why Otis Nixon was so expendable. Stewart's on 3rd, and now he's at home and in the dugout, as is Joe Carter, his 18th home run of the season. 200th as a Blue Jay. Toronto takes a 2-0 lead.
Next batter. Rosado winds, kicks, delivers, and so does Joe Carter. How about back-to-back Blue Jay home runs? Carter's 19th,
6-0. Now it's Joe Carter's turn with 2 on. Uh-oh. You could put that one on the board. Yes. Jays up 9-0. Drabek allowed 9 runs on 7 hits over 4 innings. And Carter takes Messina deep and gone for his 21st of the year. Messina is going to start game 1 of the divisional playoffs for Baltimore. 3 earned runs, 10 hits, and 7 innings pitched. 4-2 Blue Jays. Carter's 203rd homer. That sets a Jays team record. Comes out for a curtain call. Was that the last home run you'll see out of Joe?